Alright folks, welcome to iBluairJgR. Today's video is going to be a lot different from the content that normally comes out on my channel. Instead of doing an overview, review, or tips and tricks video, we're going to sit back, relax, and play a game in a series I'm going to call Blue in the Face. For a while now, I've felt that for me to be a fulfilled and happy gamer, I need to play a handful of different games. So that's what I do, but what I don't usually do is make videos about them. Why? Because it doesn't really fit with the normal content that I make. It's jarring to tune in on one day for an exotic review for Destiny 2, then have the next video be a 1 hour long gameplay session in a side-scrolling action-adventure platformer. I know for a fact that people come to my channel for very specific things, and deviating from these things will see most people leave. That's why I don't plan on stopping the normal flow of content. You can expect another Destiny 2 video later this week. However, despite that, I've always wanted to bring a more comprehensive experience to iBluairJgR. In other words, making heavily scripted and edited videos is very satisfying for me, but so is playing games, being silly and rambling. So that's what we're going to do today in Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Alright, it's time for us to start. I am going to play the campaign on hard mode because I ain't never been scared of anything in my entire life, and I am ready for a challenge. Of course, I'm sure. Now, Ori and the Blind Forest is a very emotionally driven game, and you can probably feel that already just from the warm sunlight basking over our character, the little Ori creature down there. But there's also a lot of fun to be had from having a challenging experience, so I want to combine the challenge and the beauty as much as possible. So let's move right along. If you didn't play Ori and the Blind Forest or know nothing about it, the story is not going to be so unfamiliar to you that you won't be able to enjoy this, so definitely stay along for the ride because this is going to be fun for all parties involved. So we've got a returning character from the original game. I believe he is called the Gumon or something like that, and he's basically just one of our little friends. We shall always remember the day. Right, let's continue walking along. By the way, if I start crying, it's not actually me crying, it's you crying. We will always remember the day when new life came to Niwen. I hope I'm saying that right. It's our little owl baby. That has got to be the cutest little thing that I've ever seen. We named her Ku. Oh my goodness, it's already starting. I feel the water forming in my eyes right now. Oh, they're building a little shelter. It's beautiful. If that doesn't bring you to tears, you're a monster. It's just the level of cuteness is out of control. Hey, what's going on here? Little Ku is wandering outside of the nest. He's been scooped up. And now it's time for Ori to wake up. I actually have to press a button to make Ori wake up, which is pretty cool that even in the cutscenes, I feel like I'm interacting with the game. It's not just me sitting back and watching a movie, even though the cinematics are very beautiful and you can kick your feet up. There's that moment when it's like, oh, I get to press a button now, and it makes me feel included. And then we seamlessly blend back into a cutscene. Aw, little Ku's afraid to fly. Kick him off the branch. You got it, fam. The sky called to her. Gumo and Naru heard it too. We're gonna teach this boy how to fly, one way or another. The plot thickens. Ku has a damaged wing. I mean, this is it, right? All of that is done with just a few lines of dialogue, and they've conveyed so much about this very base level narrative of what's going on, and it laid such a beautiful foundation for the three characters of Ori, Gumo, and Naru, and we're taking care of our surrogate child Ku, and trying to teach him and or her, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, owl, but we're teaching it how to fly, and the struggle is real. The answer lay in the past. And story is such a huge part of what makes games potentially enjoyable for you. It's something that I felt that Destiny 2 has lost a little bit is a narrative that makes the gameplay feel a tiny bit more meaningful. Her mother's final gift. Now I know what's gonna happen in this part, and it's truly amazing. Oh, it's not up there. It's down here. I know what's gonna happen though. Wait, do I know what's gonna happen? I don't know. In any case, there is something special about connecting the gameplay to a beautiful narrative, and it's been a while since I've played a game that connects the two so flawlessly. Kuro's feather. You've gained a new ability. While airborne, hold right trigger to glide freely or ride wind currents. Sounds like fun. Like I play a lot of Destiny 2. If you're a fan of the channel, you already know this. But I also played the Call of Duty Modern Warfare campaign, and that was another example for me of gameplay and storytelling blending extremely well. And gliding with this feather is so satisfying. It's very, very pretty. Look at that. It's so graceful. Now let's give the feather to Ku. Let's see if he can do something with it. Now I don't think we're just going to stick the feather inside of him. That I don't think he's definitely not going to eat it. So what are we going to do to get this to work? Oh, we're going to mend it. We're going to use the feather of it. So, okay, for anybody that doesn't know, that feather belonged to Ku's mother, who sacrificed herself to save the universe from Thanos. And now we're using the feather, the last remnant of Ku's mother, to mend his broken wing. And this should enable him to fly. Oh boy, I've got control of Ku, so we about to go for it. Together on new wings. Up. Up. Oh, I can glide. Oh, look at that. The sky was within reach. I'm not crying, you're crying. Stop it. Because your crying will make me cry. I am waiting for some epic tragedy to happen. I'm not sure what it's going to be. I don't know if a sniper is going to shoot Ku in the chest and we got to go on a vengeance mission, or maybe we'll just get separated and have to re-find each other, but you can already feel that the tragedy is coming. Now, the birds we saw earlier that Ku was admiring as they flew around, now we get to fly with them. Here it comes. Well, this escalated quickly. We're in the middle of a very serious thunderstorm. I mean, don't tell me Ku's gonna get shocked by lightning, because that'll break my heart. I can't handle that. Okay, the stitching came out, we lost the feather, and we have officially been separated. And the prologue is over. Separated by the storm. Our story began. And there we have it, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. It's a pretty similar start to the first game in the sense that we are befelled by a massive tragedy, but the basic storytelling is a little bit different because we're following the 4 characters that we already know and that we've seen before, as opposed to getting introduced to new characters. And we are now in the Inkwater Marsh. So this is our first real environment. Now, one thing that I think is very important that I mentioned at the top is that the music in Ori and the Blind Forest is a humongous part of the experience. So there are going to be moments where I just let the gameplay and the music play so you guys can enjoy the audio, the auditory experience. Is that what I'm trying to say? I want you guys to hear these songs because they're so pretty. But for now, we're going to keep moving on, and I will continue elaborating on that original point that I was making about the story connection being important to the enjoyment of the game. Because when I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2019 version, hey, I picked up a life orb. Collect these to restore Ori's life. Simple. Makes sense. But when I played it, I played in the beta first, and I had a great time shooting the bad guys, using the guns, and experimenting with stuff. But, oh, I can swim. Oh, and the water kills me. Oh. Okay, learning. I had a fun time shooting the bad guys, using the guns. It was a very cool experience, very polished, and all that good stuff. But what I was most excited for was also playing the story and learning about the characters and grounding myself in the universe so that I feel more invested into the world. And with some games, that investment isn't always there. I take a lot of damage from things. I wonder if I'm even supposed to be going this way. Well, there's a very real adventure portion to Ori and the Blind Forest. A lot of what we're going to be doing is exploring and just trying to figure out where to go. I don't know if I'm supposed to go to the left or if I'm supposed to continue adventuring in the Inkwater Marsh, but we're just going to walk around for now and enjoy the platforming elements. Oh, that's bad. That's not good. I actually don't think I can reach that, so we're going to go back the other way. Oh, there is something down here. Oh, I can grab this boulder just like in the first game, and I can pick this thing up. What is this? A life cell fragment. You found a life cell fragment. Can collect one more to increase your maximum life. Cool. We're already doing a good job of collecting things. So the exploration component is real, and there is a tremendous joy in exploring a new game for the first time and learning where everything is. And this is something that the first game did really well, and I'm curious to see how well the sequel does at capturing that sense of exploration and wonder as we move around in the place. Now, there's a little stuff down there, but I don't think I can reach it because the water is toxic. So we'll ignore that for the moment and run along here. So far, we're off to a slightly rough start, though, because I did die a bunch of times. Small spirit light containers. Spirit light can be traded to friendly creatures for various items and upgrades. Nice. The game is teaching me. Because, okay, but, whoa, we're falling. Okay, that was obviously intentional. Still caught me off guard a little bit, that jump scare. Ooh, I have a feeling that some of these walls are I'm going to be able to break this in the future. Something that I have often felt was missing from the Destiny experience, especially with their seasonal model, is a story that feels cohesive in the same way, transitioning from season 1 of a show like Breaking Bad to season 2 or Game of Thrones or The Witcher, or episode to episode. You feel a sense of building, a sense of continuity, growth, and progress. Whereas with the Destiny seasonal structure, that sense of progress is disjointed and broken. And then we come into Ori and the Blind Forest, where it's a single player game. We're telling one story and that's all we're doing. So from start to finish, we're gonna go on a journey, and we're gonna learn, we're gonna grow, and we're eventually gonna reach our peak. So I have a torch now, and I can actually kill enemies. Before I got this thing, I was not able to actually fight anything. I can't Goomba stomp enemies. Well, maybe not now anyway. In the original game, I was able to potentially stomp enemies with certain abilities. Now I have to press X to insert a keystone into this door, but I don't have one, so we probably have to find some keystones so we can open this up. We've also got to give these guys a nice whack. There we go. I'm trying not to lose any health because enemies do a lot of damage in hard difficulty. I think the hard difficulty, although it's certainly, I'm going to get stuck at a lot of different points in the game. I can tell you that right now. But playing on hard, it makes Ori feel more vulnerable, and I think that's important for my experience of the game. It looks like we found our first character, Talk. Now, because this is a Let's Play of sorts that I am calling Blue in the Face, I feel like I have to give this guy a silly voice. Is it okay? I'll give him a silly voice. I don't want to do a silly voice. I don't like doing silly voices. What are you now? Not a Mookie, clearly. Not even from Niwen, are ya? I've visited most lands near and far and not seen your kind. Come from across the water, maybe? Well, whatever you are, I'm Talk, a wanderer in these parts. The better parts, at least. He's talking about this bad neighborhoods in this place. Okay. I'm taking shelter from that storm myself, but if you're thinking of going further, you'll have to get through the Spirit Gate to the east. You'll need 2 keystones. I happen to have one in my bag, and there's another in the cave ahead. But acquiring it is a job for someone more nimble than myself. What do you say? Obviously, I'm going to go get the keystone, so I've got a quest here. Find the keystone. I can press this select button to see where it is on the map. Cool, cool. So I just have to adventure into the darkness to find the keystone. Let's do it. Now, I am not particularly well gifted at doing silly voices. So if there are more characters than our friend Talk over there, the voices are all going to start to blend together. So I can guarantee that right now. Because I've got like 2 voices. I think I have 3 voices. I can do a poor impression of Steve Buscemi. I can make myself sound like a big dumb guy, and I can probably do it like a cheap version of Matthew McConaughey or the Drifter in Destiny. and some other stuff. So we're just going to work with whatever limited arsenal of voices I have. I will give those to whatever characters that we come across. What's happening? Uh-oh. Looks like we got ourselves a little mini boss. All right, this thing is very nimble. Oh, smack. Oh, okay, we bumped into him at the same time that I hit him. Seems like he has a lunge that I have to be careful of. Not today, friend. One more hit and I got him. Oh, he died. Okay, he exploded. Whew, okay. The intensity ramps up very, very quickly in this game. Like, we go from moments of walking around in the forest to the... Oh, I put out my torch. But, okay. Jump onto blue moss to cling to it. We go from these moments of really somber to intensity very quickly, and this was something that happened in the first game as well. Let's give the music a listen just to appreciate the somber and the silence and the beautiful soundtrack. There it is. So we got our keystone and we brought it back to talk. Let's see what he has to say. Ah, you're back. And is that a keystone I see? Oh, I hate doing silly voices. Here's one more for your trouble. Here's one more for your trouble. I am ever a bird of my word. Is that a Family Guy joke? The bird is the word? It doesn't matter. Now I can continue my wanderings through Niwen's lost wonders before we lose any more. And you can carry on with whatever you're doing. Good luck. And there we go. We got our keystones. Thank you, Talk. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, let's go open the gate. I believe it was this way. You just have to go over here and continue climbing up these walls. Oh! Did I really just walk into that guy and suicide myself? Because I think I did. But at least I got my health back for that. There is a pretty smart checkpoint system. Hello, there's a wolf in the background. Well, obviously that thing is going to kill us. So get ready for some intensity. Okay, the door is open. I don't have a weapon right now, and I could use one. Oh, this water doesn't look dirty, so we can swim in it. We do have a limit to how long we can stay under, though. Doesn't seem like we have to do much swimming for right now, though. So that's fine. I'm always checking corners and looking for secrets. Oh, here it comes. Yep, there it is. It's the wolf. Oh, we're running. We're doing a running section. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Maximum speed. Maximum speed. I took some damage. Okay. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. Up, up, up. Keep it going. Okay. Ooh, another torch. Oh, we about to whack this boy. Come on. Come on. What you gonna do? You're not gonna hit me. You're not gonna hit. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm being greedy. I'm being greedy. I shouldn't do that. I should not be greedy with this boy. I can get one hit and then he tries to go for me. 2 feels like it's excessive. So I'm just gonna keep being greedy and hope that he doesn't instant kill me. All right, I'm gonna let him push, and then I'm gonna go back for another swipe. Oh, I did too much. I did too much. Okay, he's not instant killing me. He looks like he's a lot stronger than he is. So I feel like I'm okay with being greedy. Oh, there we go. We set him on fire. Okay, it's fine. First boss fight. No big deal. Oof. 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 We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay. I actually don't think I can get up here, so we must have to go back the other way. I'm having a blast with this already. We've barely scratched the surface of the game, and I'm overjoyed with the experience so far. The pacing is fantastic. Because like what's happening right now is I don't have any fancy abilities like I had in the first game, but the game is still bringing me to different experiences. So we went from that beginning where everything was happy and cheerful, and now we're in a more slow and solemn place, and then we get the little bits of intensity with the mini boss, and then the big wolf that tried to decimate us with his claws. Okay, so we need more keystones, so we're gonna have to go on an adventure to find them. The music has also stopped, and that is it's making me wonder if the wolf is gonna come back randomly and try to chase me down. Hopefully it doesn't, because I don't have any health right now, and I would love to have a health pickup. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to get a health pickup, but I think I'm going to get my first ability. Meanwhile, am I gonna have to fight? No, these guys don't look like they're gonna fight, but they do look like Ori, except they're black. You're not like the others. The Shrieker, the Howler. In you shines an ancient light. The tree remembered, it knowed, it glowed. It has shared its memory with you. Spirit Edge, you've learned a new ability. Hold left trigger to assign to X, Y, or B, and unleash combo attacks. I have a freaking sword? I didn't have a sword in the first game. Now use the light. We want to see. So maybe those guys are like different types of Ori creatures. Bro, I got a sword though. Forget all the emotional stuff. I got a freaking sword. Can I? Oh, I can chop the trees down. Oh, this is great. I got a sword. Ooh, I can do like an uppercut. Oh, I can send it down. Look at this. Okay, we got to play with this for a little bit. I can send it down. I can send it up. Wow, that's very satisfying. And I can do the combo in the air as well. Oh, this is very cool. It feels a lot better than the torch that I was using as well, because I can do fun stuff in the air. Oh, this is great. Talk about pacing. Now I feel like things have opened up completely now that I have the ability to actually kill enemies and I don't just have to jump over them and avoid them. I feel dangerous now. You know, like it was like what I was talking about before, where how I think hard mode makes Ori feel vulnerable, but the sword makes me feel strong. Now, I obviously have to be careful, because if I hit anything, I'm going to get dookie blasted for, like, the majority of my health. But if I play correctly, I can kill stuff now. Oh, this is great. Ooh, let's break it. Was that the keystone? No, it's a magnet. You've gained a new spirit shard. Orbs float to Ori from farther away, and I have to equip that. Okay, so let's put it in. I don't have anything else to equip, but there seem to be a lot of abilities to choose from. So it's going to be fun to make a build, apparently. I didn't think that was going to be a thing as I go through the Ori campaign. Oh, yeah. Oh, I feel empowered, dude. And you know what's crazy about it is the music is a little bit stronger now. It's more confident because I am more confident because I have a freaking sword. The light listens to you. You must be a spirit after all. We Moki thought all the spirits had gone from Niwen. You seek someone. We know a finder. Go to the Guardian of the Marsh. Kwolok? Was that Kwolok will help you? Okay, so I have to get to Kwolok's Hollow. I have to go to Kwolok's Hollow. Ugh, it's been a long time since I've had to read things out loud outside of my scripted videos. So for anybody that doesn't know, I have to give this disclaimer in every video that I make. I do not mispronounce things or struggle to pronounce things jokingly, but it is hilarious when I try to read names that should otherwise be simple. Okay, so I have the new quest to find the Guardian of the Marsh, and he is very far away. So probably what I'm going to be doing is just exploring. I know I need key fragments to open this door, and there is one right there. Yeah, there's a keystone right up there, but I don't think I could reach that one. I probably need another ability in order to reach it. So I just have to continue the exploration. But what I was saying before that little cutscene started is that the music feels more powerful now. Because Ori is simultaneously stronger, but he's still very fragile. So it's like when a little kid learns how to ride their bike for the first time and they take off the training wheels and you go on your first ride and you feel good, your parents let you go, and they just, you know, and you're just off and you're riding and you're chilling. And then you fall off and you scrape the frick out of your knees. And then you feel vulnerable again. Ooh, I can drag this thing. Ooh, and now I have to push it. This is probably gonna lower the platform, maybe? Well, it didn't lower the platform, but it did allow me to climb up here. And we did get a health pickup. Oof, the soundtrack, dude, it's doing special things to my heart right now. Because it's like, it's transitioning between so many different emotional beats. Hey, that wasn't supposed to happen. We've got a boss, a mini boss of sorts. Okay. Oh, I'm dead instantly. Okay, okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're just getting introduced to a new enemy type. But this time I'm prepared. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. Okay, okay. Let's round 3. Nah, I got it this time, for real. With the benefit of hindsight, I know exactly what to do to kill this thing. Okay, that was super unpolished, and we've got another baddie on the field. Oh, we've got 2 more. Oof. Whoa. Oh. Oh, I'm taking so much damage. Oh, I want to get good at this combat so badly. Okay, so that was really sloppy, but just from that little fight, I feel the potential. Dude, I feel the freaking potential. Getting good at it, I'm going to be like, and I'm going to do an uppercut, and then I'm like, cha. Oh, I'm ready. I'm so ready to get good at this game. What the hell was I talking about before? I'm too excited. Oh, no, I don't want to fall on him. Come here, try and get me. Gotcha. It's surprisingly satisfying to use this little sword. In Ori and the Blind Forest, you didn't have a sword. You had basically a spirit that followed you around that you got to use it to shoot things. And this just, it feels so... What's the word I'm looking for? I use the word visceral probably a little bit too much. but it feels raw. Okay, and we have another ability here. Double jump. You've gained a new ability. Press A and then press jump again to go even higher. Do I have to assign that to my bar, or is that just a... Okay, double jump appears to be some kind of a default ability, because I don't seem to have to equip it. That's just... Okay, so double jump is something that I always have, but these spirit shards are things that can potentially augment my play style. I like that. Okay. Let's see how this double jump feels. Okay, it doesn't give me crazy amounts of height, but it does give me a lot more hang time. We got sticky. You've gained a new spirit shard. You can stick to walls. All right, let's put it on. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's nice. So that's definitely going to enable me to go through different environments that I wouldn't be able to go through before. Jump. Perfect. So yeah, we don't get a terrible amount of height from the double jump, but the extra distance that we can clear is going to be tremendously impactful for going through different environments. Now, sticky is somewhat... It's going to take some getting used to, because I'm a bit more comfortable so far with just like immediately springing off the walls, but now I can cling to them. Oh, I have double jump. What am I doing? I've already forgotten that I have these newfound powers. Oh, no, I actually don't know where I'm supposed to be going right now, or where I'm trying to go. So it seems like I explored pretty much everything that I could explore down at the bottom. Maybe there was something up here that I missed, potentially? No. Oh, no. There's nothing over here. In before I've forgotten something. Yeah, I know Ori and the Will of the Wisps is not a game that is at all similar to the content that you're probably used to seeing on my channel. If you've been following recently, then you've seen a ridiculous amount of Destiny 2. If you've been following for a while, then you probably saw Final Fantasy 14. Before that, there were plenty of other games. But I mentioned one back when the Division... No! Back when the Division 2 first came out, I played that for a little while, and I played another game called Islanders, and I was talking a lot about this concept of playing a lot of different games and trying to understand what it means to be a gamer. And part of that for me is, hey, an energy orb. Collect these to restore Ori's energy. I don't think I have anything to spend energy. Part of being a gamer to me is playing a lot of different types of games and engaging in just different games in general, and experimenting and just seeing what something is like and having new and different experiences. And I say all that to say Ori is a very different experience from Destiny 2, and this style of video is nothing like the guides and tutorials that I normally make, because this is ridiculously unpolished and it's just me just rambling on about nothingness. But experientially, this is very important for me as a gamer. The light from the wells runs through Niwen. Is it Niwen or Niwen? Maybe it's Niwen. Who knows? But I think this is just a save point. Yeah, it is. Okay. And it restores my life and energy. So yeah, being able to engage with different types of games, to fill myself with new experiences within the context of gaming is very important. I can juggle the thing. Nearly killed myself by bumping into it, but that's fine. So this block that we put onto the thing, when we pulled the lever, it lowered it down, and now I can use the block to prevent the laser from killing me. I was gonna say I could use the block to block the laser, but that sounded dumb. But there we go. We've got our keystone. We've only got one though, and I need the second one, which I believe I should be able to reach with double jump, right? Because the second keystone was... That was the door, right? I think there was another keystone Yeah, I think that was it. I think it was over there. So let's try and get to it. Can I just jump through that floor? Or do I have to go all the way? No, I can't jump through that. Okay. So yeah, you know, I hope that even if you are somebody that is watching right now that has been enjoying my Destiny content, I hope you can enjoy this as well. This doesn't usurp the Destiny content in any way. It is just in addition to. And you'll have to let me know if you would like me to continue going on with this, because that's important to me. I want to know that you're enjoying what goes on here. So we are making our way back to the spirit gate. We gotta kill another one of these dogs. He's quick. Okay. Chill. No. Not like this. Not like this. I'm not fighting it. Not fighting it. I'm not doing it. I want the health. It's fine. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna take the high road here and not fight those guys. Because I don't know how far back I would have gone had I died there. Oh. Oh. Oh, he doesn't. No! Well, we got a checkpoint, but that guy is not phased at all by my fancy uppercut. These little purple things, I can juggle them with my uppercut. So I'm holding up on the left thumbstick, and then I hit X, and that is making the input the uppercut. And when I jump up and hold down on the left stick and then hit the X input, then I do the downward slash. And if I'm in the air, then I can do the combo. And and I have a crouching slash as well. Now let's deal with this guy. There we go. So my uppercut, though, it doesn't do anything to him. He's not phased by it. It's not strong enough. But now that I have double jump, I should... And I can cling to the walls. I can probably finesse this. I might not have even needed double jump to get to this, but we did it. I feel like it might have been possible without double jump, but with it, it didn't take me 1,000 years to get through what is a very simple jumping experience. Now this water is purple, which I'm pretty sure is poisonous. So I'm not even going to try to touch that. Yeah, let me tell you how good this game is. I fixed myself a drink, a rum and coke, before I started playing. And I have barely touched it because I've been drunk off this Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Uppercut. Uppercut. It's amazing. The impact feeling is also very satisfying when you get the hits on stuff with this sword. That was something that was important to me for Call of Duty and Titanfall, was that the guns sound really impactful and they felt impactful to use. So whenever you pull the trigger in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, and even the older Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original one, Call of Duty 4, when you shoot your guns, it's like, oh yeah, there's some heft in there. There's some personality behind that. And that was true for me in Titanfall 2 as well, and that was part of what made my gun overviews so fun and so... What I think made them so good was that the weapons had so much personality in the way that they sounded and in the way that they felt. And so far, the Spirit Blade has a really nice feel to it. But I wonder what other tools I'm going to get and how they're going to feel. Hey, talk to the Mookie. Is it Mookie or Moki? So this is where I always get tripped up pronouncing stuff, because I don't know if it's Moki or Mookie. Maybe Mookie is M-U and Moki is M-O. I actually don't know. You'll have to let me know. Are you a spirit? Then tremble, spirit. Oh, he has a voice. I have to do a silly voice. What is he, like a cat? How do you do a cat voice? Are you a spirit? Are you a spirit? Then tremble, spirit. You stand before Mok the Brave. It's not very convincing, I know. Wait, I'm doing the same voice. I'm not good at this. Okay, wait. Hold on. It's not very convincing, I know, but I am brave. Or I would be with a trophy. A trophy like a howl skull, or just a fang if that's too heavy. I heard the howler fighting to the east. Maybe it dropped one. Okay, I absolutely butchered that voice. We'll try again next time. We have to bring him a fang of some kind. Let's see if we can redeem ourselves with the silly voice when we come back with the fang. No, I know. Oh, okay. Let's not get carried away here. I was feeling confident. For a second, and this guy showed me up. Had to teach him a lesson. Okay, so I absolutely butchered that voice the first time. I'm going to try and do a better job when we bring him the fang that we need to bring him. So that, maybe I hope. What I would hope to get out of this playthrough is to at least come up with one silly voice that sounds okay. Because one of my favorite YouTube gaming channels that I like to watch. Oh, I got the fang. Nice. Is the Game Grumps, and whenever they do a playthrough of games, they do silly voices that I enjoy listening to quite a bit. You're never too old for a silly voice. Let's put it this way. Okay, before we get back to the guy, and I have to attempt to do a silly voice again. You're never too old to do a silly voice, and there's nothing wrong with being a little bit silly. Sometimes when a game comes out, I'll go into the Reddit and forums, and I read the criticism a lot for many of the games that I play. That, oh, this is too silly. They would never be like that in real life. It's not serious enough. It's a game, bro. Be silly. Have some fun with it. Okay, let's try it. Mookie, I'm gonna make him a superhero. Ah, a real Howl Fang. No one will doubt Mook the Brave now. This is for you. I am brave, but I'm also generous. Sure, maybe Mook the Brave is like some weird, arrogant guy that thinks he's tough, but he's not actually tough because nobody gives a crap about him, or whatever. And he gave us some Gorlick ore. You found some ore. A clever craftsman could use this to repair structures. Fun times. Okay, Mook the Brave, absolute failure of a voice. I accept it. But the point here is that you're never too old to do a silly voice, and I don't think it's always necessary for games to take themselves ultra seriously. Because I recall one of the criticisms that I read in I believe it might have been Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or it might have been Rainbow Six, is that some of the operators or some of the characters that you get to play as are just kind of goofy and corny, and these sort of action movie parody versions of the actual thing that they are. So like the characters would be commandos and stuff, but they're like the Rambo version of a commando. And I just got a new ability, regenerate. Okay, so we can use it. We can use energy to recover our life. So let's assign that to the Y button. Oh, no. Hold on. Let's assign that to the Y button. So if I was low on life, I can drink it like a potion, basically. Oh, but I can't be moving while I do it. So anyway, the characters that exist in Call of Duty and Rainbow Six, they're basically like the parody version of military commandos, and it's kind of corny sometimes. It's like an action hero. It's like Rambo or whatever. Uh-oh. And I think it's okay for things to be silly. And I think it's okay for me to attempt to do a silly voice, because it's liberating to try and find one. Maybe I have to stop trying to make them good and just make them silly. Okay, this guy is giving me more trouble than he should. So let's just finish him off before he annihilates me. I think I'm going in a direction that I've already been. This is where I got the torch the first time. But there may be something here that I wasn't able to explore before. Oh, no, I don't think so. But I have a keystone in my inventory, don't I? I don't know. Oh, there's a thing down there. Oh, there's something up here. What's that? Lupo. Let's find out what Lupo is. Oh, hello. Talk to Lupo. Greetings, traveler. I'm Lupo, map maker extraordinaire. Oh, that feels good. Quite the storm passed through, made my maps a little soggy, so I'll give you half off. Agreed. Half off for a soggy map. How about free? After all, rumor has it you're looking for a friend. And what's better for finding things than a map? Care to purchase a map of these fine fens for 75 spirit light? Yeah, sure. I mean, I guess that's half off. How do I know 75 is half off? Because, like, he never told me what the full price was. Much obliged. That felt good. That felt very good. So he gave me a map. What's that going to do? Oh, it's going to fill in the map for me. Oh, so the unexplored parts are still gray, but everywhere I've been is blue. But I still don't know what's going on over here in Kwolok's Hollow. Okay. We got a lot to do. So I figure it's probably a decent idea to explore some of these unexplored areas just to see what it's like. And if I run into a spot where I feel like I can't get through because I'm missing something, like I don't have the right abilities, then I'll turn around and I'll try not to get myself stuck for too long. But we are actually coming up on the first hour of gameplay. Ooh, I can heal myself. Look at this. We're coming up on the first hour of blue in the face gameplay, which does leave us in a position where I can pose the question to you: are you enjoying this playthrough? And are you having fun with this experience? And would you like to continue seeing more? All it's going to take is one person to say, yeah, I want to see more, and I will keep doing it. So just keep that in mind. But I definitely would love to know. Now, one criticism that I get whenever I do these less structured videos is that I am very scatterbrained, and I know 100%. And I don't think that is going to change much. And I just picked up Resilience. I take 10% less damage. Equip immediately. Wait, can I stack multiple? No, you can't stack multiple of the same one. Okay, so I take 10% less damage now. I am very scatterbrained when I do these things. I jump from subject to subject, and I try my best to maintain a semblance of continuity as I go through miscellaneous ramblings about whatever I happen to feel like talking about, and talking about the gameplay and the adventure that is actually going on screen. But it's a mess. It's a hot and jumbled mess, and I understand that. But that's probably not going to change. But, you know, let me know if you are enjoying this, because I do care if you are enjoying it. And all it takes is one person to say yeah to keep playthroughs like this going until they're concluded. Oh, we've gone all the way back to the top. Oh, and I've found another character. I wasn't ready for this. Come to see the view. Splendid, isn't it? The Wellspring in all her magnificence. A whole generation of Moki have come and gone since the old mill's wheels last turned. I ran out of breath. And they still say... What? What happened? That's not a dragon. But it's a thing, and it's flying. What's Shriek doing all the way out here? Something must have stirred her from her roost. Some threats, perhaps? Not you, surely. You look harmless. We should fix that. Lucky for you, I happen to be a weapon master. Interested in honing your skills? I can offer a deal for your first purchase only, so choose wisely. Why is everybody, like, financially crooked? Like, just, like, give me a deal all the time. Like, why can't it always be on sale? Like, who else are you selling to? Anyway. Oh, these cost 600 of our currency. But these are probably the different weapons that I get to use. So we have Spike. Throw a powerful spear of light, uses a large amount of energy. Pound foes with a strong sweeping blow. That's Spirit Slash. No, Spirit Smash, excuse me. Sentry. Spawn a spirit orb that attacks for you. That's probably a callback to the first game, so I definitely want to bring that out at some point. These are expensive, though, so they're probably going to double in price if it's anything like the last guy that we talked to. Oh, this is cool, but I can't afford any of them right now. I don't have enough money. So, if you care to put your skills to the test, there's a spirit shrine nearby. Just the place for you to prove your mettle. Our paths will cross again. Till then, Keep your blade ready and an eye on the sky. I don't know what voice that is, but that's the voice for him. The Inkwater Shrine, new rumor. Press to see the details. According to Ofer, a shrine stands in the Inkwater Marsh near the entrance to Kwolok's Hollow. All right, well, I can tell you right now, I feel like I'm not supposed to be in this area until I collect more currency and, finish exploring the gray parts that I haven't explored and collecting some of these bits that I haven't collected. And this feels like a pretty organic place to stop, so we are going to chop things off here. But this was a very enjoyable 1 hour long gameplay session of Ori and the Will of the Wisps. And if you enjoyed it, you have to be sure to let me know. Again, all it's going to take is one person to say, yes, I want to see more of this, to get me to finish playing the game and recording it. Because I'm going to finish the game no matter what, but if you guys want to see it, you have to let me know. And of course, I have to reiterate one more time that this content is not usurping the Destiny 2 content that you have grown accustomed to on the channel. There is still going to be plenty more of that as well. With all of that said, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to support the channel more than you already do just by watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting, you can head over to patreon.com/iBluairJgR to become a patron. Patrons gain access to bonus videos in which I break down the different edits and concepts that I pack into my exotic reviews in Destiny, Final Fantasy, and whatever game I happen to be playing at the time. For the month of April, I'm going to do some revisiting to my old Titanfall videos, so if you were a fan of those back in the day and you want to know more about the thought process behind them, then be sure to check out the Patreon videos then. As always, guys, the name of the game is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. The name of the channel is iBluairJgR. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.